Look at those spiked knuckles, man. Don't mess with Chica. Question is, does she dab? Because that's the essential part of any Chica at this point. Oh, she's dabbing! No! I thought it was a joke. And welcome to GT Live, which is not live, and that's kind of the ongoing joke at this point. So, you know what? I'm not gonna beat around the bush here, friends. You have been blowing up my Twitter with one thing and one thing only. And that thing is that Scott Cawthon released a new Five Nights at Freddy's game. And that's it. I mean, like, what more is there to say? When that sort of thing happens, you drop everything and you just hop into a video game. Yeah, so apparently it is not Security Breach, mind you. Apparently Security Breach is coming out at the end of this year, as opposed to early 2021 like he promised. And instead this is an apology game? I don't know. Long story short, you guys have been kind of like hinting at things on the Twitter. You've been letting me know, like, this is a game you must play. And so here I am on the couch letting us play it together. Getting us to play it together. That was terrible, but I'm going to continue clapping each of my syllables. The Ollie's in the syllable learning phase, and so he's like, Daddy, 2. Oliver, 3. So, lots of syllables right now for us to play this game. Let's go. So, Matt, this is a real thing. This thumbnail looks like it's a fan game.
Scott Cawthon himself.
The anim dude himself, huh?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so this is the official next installment in Scott Cawthon's video game library. His oeuvre.
Correct.
Right? Is that right? That's what you say, oeuvre.
Never heard that word before.
Really? It's a thing, right? Oeuvre is like your library of work that you've done. I think it's OEUVRE, maybe? I don't know. Don't quote me on that. Look it up. Let me know down in the comments if I'm right. All right, let's see this thing.
No.
Is this him?
They're gonna kill me.
Is this what Scott looks like?
They're gonna kill me. The fan base. When they find out
Look at his
I have
bed.
to delay the game again,
He's like a Disney
they're
princess.
gonna kill me. They're gonna burn my house down. They're gonna tar and feather me.
Get that house tour, Scott.
What am I gonna do? I know. I'll make a game for them. A game where I can help them. A game where I fight with them. That's it.
Help them and fight with them.
Then I can be the hero. Then they won't kill me. And what would I call the game?
This is just...
Something creative.
This is just Scott's psyche screaming at him. Security breach! Fury's rage. There it is. I bet he knew that people were going to think it's Furry's rage. That's funny. You know, say what you will about Scott Cawthon, but his affection for the fan base / light paranoia over the anger and potential rage of his fan base, I get it. I understand that. No, like, you know, you have Cyberpunk being like, we gotta push back our game a little bit, and here's the release product, and it kind of sucks. Scott, meanwhile, is like the complete other end of the spectrum. It's like, oh my gosh, I gotta push back the game like a third time, so let me release an apology game in anticipation of that. That's cool. Like, clap in half for Scott. I think that's really funny, and I do think that scene is very indicative of the feeling that a lot of creators have, and obviously game developers too, when we're not able to deliver on promises to our audiences, where it's like, hey, I don't have the ability to deliver on this big upload, or I have to push it back or whatever. So kudos to him to release literally a full-on game when, you know, we're still waiting for actual Security Breach to come out. I'm curious. I did appreciate the fact that his bed was kind of that like stereotypical wooden bed that looks like Sleeping Beauty's bed, or not Sleeping Beauty, Snow White's bed from a Disney movie. That's awesome. So this is kind of like Freddy in space. It looks like one of those simple games. So I'll be on the lookout, as you would expect, for any sort of lore clues, hints in the background, Easter eggs, things like that. But it looks, you know, what we got going on. So let's hop into it, shall we? This looks like a riff of like Streets of Rage, which is awesome. Freddy. Shift is jump, button 2. Wait, that's okay. Period and comma. Period and comma are my attack and block. Jump then attack is a special. Enter is Anim Dude. Okay, and then change controls. So we got Freddy, good stamina. So he's your kind of all-around brawler. You got Monty, who's your powerhouse, but doesn't have a lot of luck, apparently, unfortunately. He's got, I don't know, he's got pretty solid stats for being maxed out on power. Roxanne Wolf, kind of low, but super lucky. And then Chica has a really strong special. Let's see, I'm gonna go with, should I start with Freddy? No, let's do with Monty. I want to do Monty. Great. There's even voice acting. Wow, I didn't expect that. That's awesome. Very cool. Come on, Monty! People are suspecting that you might be the villain in this game. Okay, there's the block, there's the punch, there's punch. Okay, jump kick. Oh man, this is classic already. Best pizza here. Restoration. Okay, punching people. Great. Freddy sucks. Security breach. Security background. Snacks and games. Just keep an eye on the background, guys. Keep an eye out there. Ooh, we got a fancy necklace. Okay. Ooh, that's cool. Look at that move. That's awesome. I wanted to use that. So if playing these games, like growing up playing these sorts of like Streets of Rage games in the past has taught me anything, it's that the jump kick is always the most OP move that you can have. Oh, hello everyone. Who do we got here? So is this Chipper and Son? El Chip? Is that the old El Chip Beaver? Looks like it. Meanwhile, we've got like angry Chica over here. I love her. Look at those spiked knuckles, man. Don't mess with Chica. Question is, does she dab? Because that's the essential part of any Chica at this point.
Is she wearing earrings?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I love them.
She's a classy dame.
No, she looks great.
Right?
This is her like Friday night outfit.
This is hitting the streets on Friday. You know, going to the club. Ooh, hello. Going to the club. Going to the arcade. Clearly in the background that we see. And this is our Mangle is looking pretty fresh too. This is everyone's 80s realness right here. Look at this. Can I buy things with the coins? I wonder what the coins are for. Or are they just extra points?
Were you in the 80s?
Was I in the 80s?
Yeah.
Did I exist as a human being in the 80s?
That's correct.
I was born in 86, so
Okay.
you know I was a little bit young to really experience all the shoulder pad glory and you know neon color realness.
So you weren't a member of the Lost Boys.
I was not a member of the Lost Boys. Oh man, that VR sister has just died. She's oh surprise! I got him. No, leave him. Get your knee out of here. She was playing that like fake dead moment. Oh my gosh. Okay, hey. Look at it's a giant Scott. Buff boy Scott over here. Oh, that's great. So Monty was really powerful. He did great. I want to do Chica next. Yeah, I was not really a child of the 80s, you know. I was more of like a 90s kid.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but I know I'm old, Matt, but I'm not that old. Jeez. We got, oh man, there's a lot of stuff here. There's Gnamf? Should I know what that is? Bonnie was here. Goa, MPU. Are these... What are these references? Okay, so the clown is a reference to the clown posters from the various installments at this point. Like the clown poster's been appearing in a lot. What is that lolly thing? Oh, the lollies. I think that's an ad from FNAF 6 Pizzeria Simulator that would pop up. The lollies in the background there. Eat your vegetables. Don't really know what that is. Maybe just a thing to fill in the space. Is this like a pill? Right? Doesn't that look like a pill? Also, look at Chica's can dance right here. Just like bam, bam, walking with my heels, bam, right in your face.
That's a power stance.
Right? Look at her. Oh, look at that. And she does that little like sassy lean back. Whoa, hey, whoa! Feather Fury? Is that what she's doing? She's like a can dancer. Woo! Woo! She's stomping. She's stomping down the runway. That's great. So, okay. So there's a circus in the background, you can see. Oh, and I point that out just as the circus poster appears. Oh, okay, so I recognize this.
Fury!
Great, okay.
Fury!
So that, that big clown, that, like, Springtrap clown, this is, I recognize him. He is from the AR game, so I'm wondering if all of these are AR skins. Maybe not all of them, but, like, a lot of them. Like, he is, what is he, like, Clown Springtrap or something like that? But I know that he was a skin that was specially released for a special delivery, which is the augmented reality FNAF game. So it seems like we're kind of riffing on some of those things. This is weird. I don't know if this necklace is meant to be just like, in video games you just collect random jewelry sometimes. It feels, I don't know, it feels oddly specific in a way that, like, it could just be a joke item. Speaking of joke items, FNAF is not dead back there. That's awesome. I appreciate that. That's great. So we got our little baby maids. Yeah, she's stomping out. She's going to, you gotta look your best when you're going to the circus, you know? The circus on the wrong side of town. This is a weird one. Have you ever experienced this, Matt? So in California, because there's not a whole lot of space, circuses and traveling shows actually take place in, parking lots.
Really?
Just like random mall parking lots. Or like shopping plazas. It's very strange. Ooh, hey, ladies.
I think the only circus I've been to was at like the arena here.
Yeah. But see, like an arena feels like a normal place to have something like a circus, you know? Whereas like a park, like doing things in a parking lot feels kind of sketchy to me. I don't know. And maybe that's just me, but it's like, it's just odd.
Parking lot circus is bad vibes.
Right.
Definitely not the place I think I would want to be.
Right, in general, just strange, questionable things happen in parking lots overall, I feel like, That's where people are selling things out of the back of their trunk. Who knows what those things might be. That's
no
where...
one's ever sold anything to me out of their trunk.
Have you never bought anything from the back of someone's trunk?
I've been to the wrong parking lot.
Clearly, you are not frequenting all the best parking lots. Or maybe all the wrong parking lots. Who even knows at this point?
Maybe it's an LA thing.
Yeah, it must be an LA thing. Or the type of stuff that you're buying. No, there's a lot of things that get sold in parking lots, but the one that I'm referencing is actually a, whoa, hey there. Oh, I get it. I bought food out of someone's trunk in a parking lot one time. But it was totally okay. It was totally normal. It was, it was...
Why?
It was near Stephanie's hometown.
What food was it?
It was Mexican food. It was like tamales.
Oh.
Right,
that
right.
sounds delicious.
Which is okay. It's delicious.
I pictured someone selling you like groceries out of their trunk.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past them necessarily. So for those of you who don't know, and especially for Matt, since he is, he can't tell a withered Freddy from a toy Freddy. So for your entertainment here, this is Soul Brawler, which is a reference to an early Scott Cawthon game, in which I believe the character is Soul Dozer, and so he tends to show up when Scott is doing like parody or goofy games like this. And,
Soul Brawler.
Yeah, so he's usually Soul Dozer, but today apparently he's Soul Brawler. But he's showed up in a bunch of these kind of like. Wait a minute!
She's dabbing.
Oh, she's dabbing! No! I thought it was a joke. Oh no! Oh, that makes me so sad. Oh, that's great. No, I appreciate the reference. I'm glad. The attention to detail, spot on there. So okay, there was also Springtrap in the background there, but there's not a whole lot of. I'm looking for the meat and potatoes of this thing. This is fun. It's a fun game to fill out the time. Don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining. I will always love Scott's weird sense of humor and, just... Whoa, hey. What's this? Can I take them? Nope. You just need them? Look at this. Man, compared to Chica, Roxanne Wolf is really just kind of coasting. Look at this. She can't even be bothered. She's just like, I'm just gonna give you a moderate knee right here. Boom, boom, boom.
Now, who is Roxanne Wolf? She's new to me.
She's new to everyone, so
Oh,
she has
okay.
not appeared in a game yet. She is new as of Security Breach. She is this game's. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Whoa, 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 whoa! Holy cow! What the heck? Ooh, she is very weak too, apparently. She does not have the strength of her brethren. She has not been trained like everyone else. Wow, those guys were intense. The puppets were crazy. That was hard. Okay, get. Oh my gosh! Suddenly the difficulty has spiked up a lot here. Let me just go over here. One thing I've learned from playing brawlers over the years is you always want to just group everyone to one side of the screen and just attack them all at the same time. It's always the overpoweredness of jump kicks. It's always group them all to one side, and usually don't complete like a full attack cycle because that's when a lot of the characters are set to like reset. Whoops, hey, get out of here. What's she saying? Okay. Yeah, so she's the. It seems like she's going to be Security Breach's version of Foxy, which is kind of a bummer because Foxy's always my favorite. But you know, I don't hate it. I'm always excited to see new characters. And oh my, holy, what the heck? The puppets are crazy. It's wild how strong they are. Okay. So I am surprised. I thought that the characters would feel a little bit different from each other, but they all feel roughly the same. I will say Roxanne is far and away the hardest to control and feels kind of the weakest of the group thus far.
So Foxy is a fox, correct?
Good one. Yes. Way to put two and two together there, man.
I'm going somewhere.
See, this is why I have a channel that's been able to survive for 10 years.
I have a point.
Foxy is that's you know, honestly, maybe I've been shooting too high with my FNAF theories.
And then Chica is a chicken.
Yeah, uh-huh.
So Roxanne.
I'm really curious where you're going with this one.
Like, what does Roxanne have to do with wolves?
Well, I mean, Bonnie's a bunny.
Exactly. Freddy is a bear.
How is Freddy being
Teddy
a
bear.
Yeah, but what's... Oh, Freddy bear, teddy bear? Okay, uh-huh.
See, I'm helping you. I'm giving you...
yeah, that's what we'll call this. We'll call this help. Okay, Freddy bear.
So, Roxanne.
Wolf? Wolf, yes.
I'm not seeing it.
Gosh, the big final boss of this is literally the puppet. Here, I'm gonna use Scott again. I'm gonna use Buff Boy Scott because I want to get that chicken. Come on, Buff Boy Scott. Do your business. Do your business, Buff Boy. Roxanne. No, I see what you're going for. Like, why is Roxanne a wolf? Roxanne wolf. Right? You would think that there's got to be a reference somewhere. I don't know. Is Monty Gator a thing? Because that's the alligator. Maybe this is the game that it all just fell off. You think about that, maybe?
Yeah, maybe they ran out of animal puns.
Right, they're like, oh no, I didn't want Roxanne again. No, because she's not that good. Poop. Poop. Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe Scott just ran out of ideas. Like, you know what? Roxanne Wolf. Yeah, it's a name. Not 100%. I can't answer. I wish I could, Matt. I wish I had the answers for you. But you have inspired me to make a whole new series of theories about Foxy is a fox? Question mark. Man. Oh, this is Frost Bear. Okay, this is Freddy Frost Bear, which is, I definitely know this is a reference to the AR game. I know that this is a skin. I think I made a joke about it in a past theory, in fact. Okay, hey girl. But, so we're in the maybe the bowels or the basement of geez, they're strong. It seems like we're in the bowels of the mall, maybe, where they're making the animatronics. It is weird that there's, if you look in the background, you can see kind of like a human in a pod back there, which again goes back to some of the stuff we've been talking about in recent theories, where hey, are humans being converted into animatronics, or are animatronics like right? You see it back there? How that looks like it might be like a Freddy silhouette. Huh. So, that's interesting, and that's baby, like a baby pod or something. So again, maybe that is what this game is leaning towards, or kind of like building up towards, is this idea of creating like a human clone army. That's what the books have been alluding to for a while. That's what, you know, our theories about the games have been kind of pointing in the direction of. That's interesting. That's pretty cool. So now we're starting to see like what's actually going on under the surface of maybe this mall that we're going to be visiting in Security Breach. I don't know. We'll see. But this is really the first time that we're getting the sense of, you know, there are test tubes with like cyborg animatronics or something like that. That's interesting. This is very cool. Now we're getting into that spicy lore, that deep spicy lore that I've been looking for. Nice seasoning. And obviously, oh, the necklace! So, okay, bear with me for a second here before I load the next screen. In the first ever series of stories from Fazbear Frights, there is the book To Be Beautiful, the story To Be Beautiful, in which Baby, in the book universe called Eleanor, she gives a necklace to the girl that she befriends and slowly starts stealing her body piece by piece for herself. So basically Eleanor body swaps with this kind of like little girl who wants to be beautiful. And so it's actually a horrifically sad, tragic story. This little girl wants to be accepted and beautiful, and Eleanor's like, I will grant your wish. And then by the end, she comes to realize that her body had been stolen by Eleanor, and that, you know, all her body pieces were hidden in trash bags in her garage, which is super dark. And the thing that allowed the girl to keep her form before she, like, collapsed into a big pile of trash and realized what was really going on was a necklace that, you know, a Baby had said, like, oh, make sure you keep it on, because if you take it off, bad things will happen or whatever, and she takes it off. I wonder if that's because now I'm seeing, you know, these baby tubes where we're creating new humans or new robots that are pretending to be human. Huh. So to me, that immediately jumps out. Speaking of that story to me always felt like, and see how there's so many of them here in this underground where we're kind of in this like human testing facility. Speaking of that story though, I do gotta ask you, Matt, I'm curious. Did you grow up with scary stories to tell in the dark? Or was that like a 90s thing?
I was like just after it. I remember my brother watching it and it like scaring me too much.
Well, they were. What was he watching? Because it was when I grew up, they were books.
Oh no, there was the show on Nickelodeon.
You're thinking, Are You Afraid of the Dark?
That's it.
Yeah. You're thinking. Are You Afraid?
Scary stories. Yes, we did have those, and I was too afraid of them to read them.
Yeah, right.
I read Spider-Face Girl and never looked back.
Spider-Face Girl is the one that wrecks everyone, because it wrecked me when I was a kid too. It wrecked me, and it probably made me scared of spiders for life.
Oh, absolutely.
Where in case you don't know, the story goes, there's a girl. She has like something, you know, like a red spot on her face that slowly builds and builds and builds, and you're like, what is it? And then by the end of the story, it just like hatches, and a bunch of baby spiders just run out everywhere, right? It's like disgusting.
Yep.
The one that always got me, and why I bring it up here, is that in the baby story, right, there's this necklace that you don't take off, otherwise bad things happen. The scary story to tell in the dark that immediately made me think of was this girl who has a green ribbon around her neck, and she's this sweet girl, very nice. I believe, if I remember the story correctly, she grows old. She finds, you know, someone who loves her, grows old with him, whatever. But the thing is, she's like, you can never remove this green ribbon. You can never remove the green ribbon. And then at some point, she's like, you can do it, or she does it, and her head falls off. And so the entire time, this green ribbon was the thing that was holding her head attached to her body. Which totally reminds me of the Eleanor story in Fazbear Frights, where, okay, okay, I'm gonna summon Mega Scott. Mega Scott, help me, Mega Scott. I really can't count on Mega Scott, honestly, which, you know, is true to life. You know, can I count on Scott to help me out with the lore? Not so much. So, can I trust him to help me out when a bunch of marauding puppets attack me? No, certainly not. But anyway, the reason I bring it up is that it's very reminiscent to me. it's very reminiscent of that story and what we're seeing on screen right now, which is, hey, if there is a baby testing facility and we're seeing a bunch of these necklaces showing up, you know, maybe that story is coming more to light. Our recent theory also, you know, the recent theory they came up with also had the fact that, oh, Vanny, are we fighting Vanny? Yes! Ooh, Vanny's looking good, actually. That's a great costume. Look at her rocking those heels. She is straight out of the 80s. Get out of here, Vanny. Get out of here, Chica. But, our recent theory also had the fact that Baby might be coming more... Ooh, hello. Oh, she's off screen. Shoot. Might be coming more into prominence in the stories. As the game lore continues onward, so maybe this is kind of a reference to that too. Okay, so she seems to just throw knives. So if I block, I'm glad that my arms are able to sufficiently block knives without getting injured by them. Like that's nice. That's called true strength. Summon your inner strength, Roxanne. Like, okay, yeah, take him down. I guess I could use Scott. I don't know. I wonder if there's a... So here's the thing, right? And this is always one of those things that's synonymous with Scott and his games. Like, if you 100% complete it, you get a secret ending, whatever. I'm also curious if there's a world where if I beat this using a certain character, or without using... or without using a certain, like, special ability or something, if there's a way to, like, unlock extra stars or extra achievements, or something that like reveals a secret scene, or like a trailer to the game or something. Or, you know what, this could literally just be Scott being like, hey, here's a fun holdover because this game is taking longer than I expected. Which, hey, I cannot fault him for, but I also have been trained up in the FNAF school of thought for long. No, I died! Oh no! I was right there, Vanny was dead! She always comes back. Wait, does that start me at the beginning then? Oh, does that start me at the beginning again? Oh, no. I didn't even want Roxanne. I didn't want Roxanne in the first place. Oh, it started me back over. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Was there any penalty? Did I just lose the ability to use Roxanne? Fine. Cool. But I do wonder, maybe there is an achievement for like not dying, or maybe it unlocks something different or whatever, but... Shoot, sorry. Excuse me for a second while I actually focus on the gameplay and play safe. Darn it. Curse you, Vanny! Kill her with a heart of gold. Did you like being scared as a kid, Matt?
No.
No, right? Me neither.
In fact, I hated it.
Right?
So because I was like this... at summer camp, I was like the scaredy kid.
Uh-huh.
And they knew that. And so there was like this like...
You don't have to reveal your childhood trauma to me. You can if you'd like. I'm sure it'll make for delightful content to discuss.
Did you ever go to summer camp?
I didn't do summer camp, but I did do, like, we did have, like, a lot of overnight sleepovers and stuff.
Okay.
Like, away from home and...
Will they do, like, a scary story thing? Where they, like, take you into the woods and they tell you a scary story?
Why would they do that?
And
That's so
ours
dumb.
was Binky the Clown.
Binky the Clown.
And Binky was known to put a balloon on the bunk of the camper who he was gonna take.
Oh, no!
And
really?
Guess who woke up with a red balloon?
Oh, get
on
out
his
of
bunk?
here.
And I had to call my mom, and she had to make the counselor apologize.
Right? That's so terrible. I don't get it. I don't get why, like, summer camp and places like that do stuff like why?
They don't do it anymore.
Good.
But, yeah.
After, man, the 80s were all about traumatizing small children, right?
No, exactly. They were obsessed with traumatizing kids.
Right? Which is so weird. Like, oh, this is going to help them grow up to be totally well-adjusted creatures moving forward. That's totally fine.
I get to, like, some sick 16-year-old why that would be funny.
Sure.
But not to a little 8-year-old.
No, poor 8-year-olds, right? Poor. Well, how old were your camp counselors? Were they 16? Like, because
like
maybe that's what it is. Like, they were the 16-year-olds.
No,
They're like, this is going to be
definitely.
amazing.
Exactly.
These kids are going to be so scared. We're going to ruin them for life. They're going to pee in their pants. They're never going to be able to sleep again.
Yeah, camp was weird. Camp is a weird concept.
Camp is a weird concept, isn't it?
Like, I get it, but I'm like, there's a lot of nuance to camp that I'm like, huh. Specifically the scaring kids part.
I can't imagine why that one doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to you. Okay, hey, guys, okay. I've got a lot of Scots. Maybe I should use a Scot at some point. Maybe he's there for a reason. Sorry, Scott, I haven't depended on you this entire, 6-year journey for answers about your series, so I'm not defaulting to you anymore. That is interesting, though, too. I wonder, again, to this question of, is there secret stuff in this game? Or, secret endings or different achievements or anything like that? It makes me wonder if maybe not using Scott would create a different ending. Because the whole beginning is they can team up with me and I can be the hero and this and that. So maybe if you don't use Scott, maybe you unlock something else, because now all of a sudden you show that you don't need no Scott in your life, that you exist beyond him. I don't know. I'm totally overthinking things. There you go.
Maybe it's like a Stockholm Syndrome thing, where it's you can't beat the game without Scott.
Ooh, where you can't beat it without him. That's interesting.
So he's you need me.
Yeah. This is him proving his worth, his value to you. You always will need me. That would actually be brilliant. So I'm assuming because Vanny is here, this is the last level, right? That seems like that would make sense here. I'm gonna summon Scott again. Crush them all. Beat them up. Are the coins just for points? Where do the coins go? Because that's a question I have. Is hey, those coins don't seem to go anywhere. Are they really raising my... Okay, whoa, hey. Okay, no, stop. Oh, shoot. Oh, man. This is bad news again. There we go. Okay, so he's gone. Good. The true final... there it is. Oh, my gosh. Fantastic! That was close. It was close. Okay. The day was won and the menace was defeated. But what was the ultimate goal of the battle? Our heroes worried that it was all a distraction. I mean, Scott was very upfront that it was meant to be a distraction. Despite the dark days and uncertain times, they remained hopeful that only good things were on the horizon. To be continued. Huh. I wonder. So, okay, if I'm assuming... Okay. This was surprisingly light. There it is. There's a star. Okay. So the fact that there's a star in the bottom makes me think that there's probably 3 stars. So I bet we get more if we beat hard mode. I think 1 if we beat hard mode, and I think there's probably 1 if we use either one specific character or we don't use Scott. I wonder. Because usually, 1 star implies that hard mode will give you a 2nd star, but then that only gives you 2 stars, which feels weird. Usually there's 3 to 5 stars in his games. That would be my guess. So I guess that means we're going to have to beat hard mode then, huh? So I'm going to hold off on hard mode for now. I'm going to do some research and see if there's any other stars here. So at the very least, we'll have 1 more upload of this where we go see what hard mode has in store. And then we'll do another one, maybe, if there is, picking up other stars or something like that. Interesting. I like it. Like I said, I will never begrudge Scott a new game. I will never begrudge, hey, here's the thing. And all joking aside, game development is hard. Projects take longer than you expect. I would hope that the Five Nights at Freddy's fandom is patient and understanding enough that it's hey, you know what, Scott? You need more time to work on this game? That's totally fine. We'd rather it be what is it, Miyamoto's quote? A bad game lasts forever. A delayed game is only temporary, but a bad game lasts forever kind of thing. Take your time. It's fine. And to be honest, the amount of Five Nights at Freddy's stuff that exists out in the world is enormous that people can do. If people are antsy about it, there's a new book literally coming out in 3 days. Which I've already pre-ordered and I'll be reading and probably doing a theory about and whatever. So, I get it. I understand the pressure to make sure that there's always, a new flow of content. It does. I will warn you, it's going to put a lot of pressure on the new game. because there's been a lot of build up to it. So that's the only thing that I would caution against, is like that new game is going to have a lot of like attention on it. But otherwise, no, I appreciate the game. Thanks, Scott. Apology accepted. It was nice teaming up with you. Now I'm going to see if I get any accomplishments by not teaming up with you, because I don't need you to solve the lore of this game, and I don't need you to beat up puppets and chickens on the streets of 1980s Detroit, or wherever this game is taking place. Who knows? It's always Detroit in the 1980s beat-em-up games. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video. And remember, that wasn't live, but it was a video just for you. See ya!